Conan, it's time to listen to some voicemails.
These frighten me. You know that, right?
I know. You always expect the worst.
I do. I clench up childhood anxieties. This triggers me because I never know what someone's going to say. What if they say something mean and that's going to be in my head when I'm trying to go to sleep tonight. But anyway, this is the world we live in, so let's do it.
It's so disturbed. All right, let's listen to the first voicemail.
Hey, Conan, it's Jean. I live in Boston, and I recently visited the Dreamland Wax Museum here in Boston. And there were all the Boston icons, Matt Damon, Ben Affleck, all the Tom Brady, even Tom Brady's wife. So I noticed there wasn't a Conan wax figure, and I decided to write the director an email. And I said, do you have a Conan O'Brien wax figure? Why? Why not? And here's her response. Hi, Jean. We do not have a Conan O'Brien figure. We do have a Whoopi Goldberg. Thanks for your time. Bianca Cardoso. So here's my question. Why are they comparing you to Whoopi Goldberg? And why does the Dreamland Wax Museum not like you?
Well, Gene, again, this is disturbing. I'm disturbed too. I think this blows that I'm not in this wax museum. I've never heard of this museum.
I was just going to ask if you've ever been there.
No.
Okay.
I've never heard of it. I don't know where it is. But if they're talking about Boston icons, yes, I understand, Tom Brady has to be in there.
Yeah.
I agree it's weird that his wife is in there as well, because I think she's from Brazil.
Yeah, she's Brazilian.
Yeah, so I don't get what that's all about. And I don't know why Whoopi Goldberg's a substitute for me. We're quite different. Is Whoopi Goldberg from Boston? I wasn't even aware if she was.
No idea.
I don't ever think about Boston. This feels like a great crime. It does. This feels like one of the greatest injustices of the past 50 years. And I'm including a lot of historical injustices in there. You mentioned that the director is Bianca Cardoso. I would urge our listeners to email or write Bianca Cardoso at this, what's this museum called?
It's called the Dreamland Wax Museum.
Wow, Dreamland.
In Boston,
wow.
Massachusetts.
Dreamland Wax Museum. Well, it does not sound like a dreamland to me. It sounds like a nightmarescape. If you're saluting Bostonians and Conan O'Brien's not there, what are you really doing?
Yeah.
That's crazy. That's like saying, let's salute the famous people from Memphis and not having Elvis Presley in there. That's to me what it feels like. And I bet you they've had a lot of complaints about this. And I do.
You've never even heard of it before.
Yeah, but I'm sure there have been a lot of complaints. There does exist, there's a Madame Tussauds wax Conan. I'd be willing to have that duplicated and sent at their expense to the Dreamland Museum. So this is a solvable problem. But I bet you this is a question they get all the time. You know what I mean? This is like, oh, I was at Disneyland. I went to the Hall of Presidents. Oh, really? Was there a Lincoln there? Oh, come to think of it, there wasn't a Lincoln. There was a Polk. There was a Garfield. There was a Harrison, but no Lincoln. Hello. Earth to Dreamland, get a Conan. And you know what? You can get plenty of celebrities sort of look like me. It doesn't even, you just get any body. It could be a woman's body. Just put loose clothing on it, right?
Oh my God.
And then just jam a pumpkin on top and it's Conan. There's not a lot that goes into a Conan wax statue.
Yeah.
What's her name now? Cirosi, what's her name?
Saoirse Ronan?
Saoirse Ronan.
Wait, no. Is that right?
Saoirse Ronan?
Saoirse Ronan.
Yeah. Get like a Saoirse Ronan statue and just put a pumpkin on the head and it looks like Conan. Put a suit on it.
You have Saoirse Ronan's body? Oh. I wonder if New Kids on the Block is in this wax museum.
That would be a cruel blow.
Real injustice if that isn't.
Do you think New Kids on the Block are in there?
I hope so.
Why? So who do you think deserves it more?
New Kids on the Block.
Why? I'm still here. Yeah. Where are they?
They're still there. They have a cruise.
Yeah, they have a cruise. Yes, they work that cruise.
Yeah.
They're shoveling coal into the engine.
Okay.
They have a cruise. Yeah. Yeah. Get back to work, you. Well, I don't even know their names. What are their names?
Jordan, Donnie,
hey,
Joey.
Donnie, get back in there. Hey, Joey.
Jonathan and Danny.
Jonathan, did you get those barnacles off the hull? No, I didn't. We thought we were going to perform. Perform? No one's wanted to see you perform in 18 years. Get those barnacles off the hull. Yes, sir.
I think it would be a really big injustice if New Kids on the Block was not in the Dreamland Wax Museum.
Let me point out something else. Tom Brady isn't even from Massachusetts. He's from California. Yeah. He's,
No one cares.
Oh, listen to this. Fact just handed to me. Whoopi Goldberg, born in New York City, moved to Berkeley, California.
Oh.
And when you ask, where's Conan O'Brien in the Boston Wax Museum, they say, we don't need a Conan. We've got a Whoopi Goldberg. In fact, I don't think she has any connection to Boston. That's ridiculous.
What did you do to Bianca Cardozo? What did you do to this woman?
I didn't do anything to her. This is ridiculous. This sounds to me like they were able to get their hands on a Whoopi Goldberg wax statue, and they jammed it in there figuring most people wouldn't know. That's what this sounds like. This sounds to me like this is a wax museum without proper funding. Seriously.
I have a theory.
What?
There used to be this ride at Disney called Superstar Limo, and you would go through this ride, and there were all sorts of celebrities. One of them was Whoopi Goldberg, and the ride failed miserably.
Oh,
and
yes.
Maybe they eBayed that.
Guess what?
What?
That's probably I'm not even kidding. That is exactly what happened. They got a hold of a rogue Whoopi Goldberg wax statue, and they said, you know what? This area here completely empty. We got nothing.
Whoopi.
And probably one of the employees said, people are asking about Conan O'Brien. And then Bianca Cardozo said, look, that costs money. What are we going to do? Just go, build a Conan O'Brien? I don't think so. Find an existing wax statue. And then someone said, but Bianca, Whoopi Goldberg isn't even from, and she cut that person off and said, shut up. Just go offer $20 for the Whoopi Goldberg. Tell them we're not paying for the shipping. They got to take it here themselves in a truck, get it, and fill out that space. We'll put a Red Sox cap on her. That's what happened.
This is the same ride that the day it opened was the day that Tom Cruise and Nicole Kidman broke up, and they had statues of them in there. And so they popped their heads off and put Antonio Banderas and Melanie Griffith. It's a true story.
God, these people are monsters.
Yeah.
Well, listen, there is an existing Conan O'Brien statue. It's at Madame Tussauds in Hollywood. Unless they've melted it down since then. I know wax is a very valuable commodity.
What?
There's a wax shortage. Melt down the Conan O'Brien statue. But I think this is a great crime. Thank you very much, Gene, for bringing this to my attention. This is an abomination.
Okay.
It is. And I think the people of Boston should rise up and demand justice.
Okay.
Conan O'Brien Needs a Friend with Sonamov